Life at Boys Town. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Boys Town Broadcasting, America's famous city of little men, founded a quarter century ago by the beloved Father E.J. Flanagan, in order that homeless, abandoned boys of every race, creed, and color might come together to build themselves a new life in a new world. Father Flanagan is not present in the studio personally for this program, but his voice will be impersonated. So join us now, won't you, as we present another picture of life at Boys Town. But first, a word from Father Flanagan.
More than likely, all of us have experienced at one time or another one of those rare days that starts out quite the same as any day wherein we follow our ordinary routine. But before the day is ended, we can look back upon a number of unexpected and sometimes extraordinary developments. What one might expect to be a totally uneventful shopping trip may blossom into an episode full of consequential incidents. Well, such a day was recently experienced by those three typical Boys Town youngsters, Lester Scott, Perky Johnson, and Sleepy Peters. The opening chapter of this story of life at Boys Town occurs on the eve of the all-eventful day. The three boys were at their apartments reading.
Golly, but I'm tired. I just can't hold my eyes open another minute.
You gonna go to bed, Lester?
Yeah. You too, or are you gonna read a while yet?
Well, I guess I'll just finish this one chapter. I'm pretty tired, too.
How about you, Sleepy? You going to bed yet? Hey, Sleepy.
Jiminy Crickets, he never heard you calling. He must really be interested in that story he's reading there.
Hey, Sleepy. Hey. Golly, you didn't even hear that.
Why don't you just go tap him on the shoulder? How much?
Yeah, that's what I'll do. But if he don't feel any better than he hears, I'll probably have to use a mallet. Hey, Sleepy! Help! Sleepy, for goodness sake!
Jiminy Crickets, what's the matter with you anyway, Sleepy?
Oh, gee whiz, you should never done that, Lester. You should never have. Gee whiz.
Well, what are you talking about? Are you going nuts or something? All I did was just tap you on the shoulder.
Yeah, I know, but I thought you was the Crimson Crocodile.
You thought I was the what?
The Crimson Crocodile.
Oh, what in the world is that?
Oh, that's that mysterious thing that goes around scaring the daylights out of people in the story I'm reading here.
Oh, for goodness sakes, a Crimson Crocodile. What do you do, go around tapping his victims on the shoulder?
No, so far all he does is sneak up behind them and snap. And just because you went and tapped me on the shoulder didn't say you wasn't the Crimson Crocodile, did it?
Well, I ain't the Crimson Crocodile or any other colored one. It's me. And all I want to know is whether or not you're going to bed.
Bed? Oh, golly, I couldn't sleep now. Whenever I read about the Crimson Crocodile, I can't never go to sleep.
Well, Jiminy Cricket, it keeps you awake, and what do you read about the Crimson Crocodile just before you go to bed?
Oh, I don't read about the Crimson Crocodile just before I go to bed.
You don't?
Gee whiz, no, I just read about the Crimson Crocodile till I begin to shake a whole lot, and then I stop and read about the Pink Pelican.
The Pink Pelican?
Yeah.
Well, don't that scare you?
Oh, gee whiz, no, the Pink Pelican's a good thing. He don't snap at nobody.
You don't, huh?
No.
Not even at the villain?
No. He sticks them with his beak.
Fine stories you read.
Yeah.
Come in.
Hello, boys.
Oh, hi, Father.
Father.
Flanagan.
I just dropped in for a moment to ask a favor of two of you.
Two of us, Father? Well, which two?
Well, it really doesn't matter. You can decide that among yourselves.
Well, what's the favor?
Mr. Tompkins has another lawnmower that needs to be sharpened. He'd like it taken to town tomorrow, and then have the one that's there brought back.
Golly, a trip to town, huh?
Yes. Norton will drive you to town, about 11 in the morning. Has to go to Council Bluffs for a few days. So he can drop you off on the way. You can return to Boys Town by bus.
Golly, I'll go, Father.
Yeah, me too.
And me, I'll go.
Now, Father said he only needs two of us, didn't he, Sleepy?
Uh-huh.
Well, you was the last to speak up. So me and Perky goes.
Oh, gee whiz.
Well, do you think that's being quite fair, Lester?
Why, sure. Golly, that's the way we figure who's going to be first up and won a cat in different games. Whoever yells first up, first up. Whoever yells second up, second up. That's the way it goes. Whoever yells quickest gets the best.
Oh, gee whiz. I don't get to go to town just because I'm slow at yelling.
Yeah, it does seem a bit unfair, doesn't it, Sleepy?
Well, I'll tell you what, Sleepy. We'll give you another chance. The two fellas who get to go to Omaha tomorrow will be the first two to say me. Me. That's it, Sleepy. You lose.
Oh, gee whiz. Is it over already?
Well, sure it's over.
And you think that's quite a fair way of reaching a decision, huh?
Well, sure I do, Father.
And you, Perky, you think so, too?
Well, I guess it ain't the best way at all, but that's the way we do it.
I don't see what's unfair about it.
Well, say, Lester, before I forget, the one who don't have to carry the lawnmower tomorrow is the first one to say me. Me?
Hey, now wait a minute, Perky.
Well, what's the matter, Lester? Didn't you say whoever yells quickest gets the best?
Well, yeah, but golly, that wasn't fair. He snuck that one in. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I'm sure you weren't, son. And right there, as I see it, is the whole trouble with the method. It's the one who yells quickest who gets the best, all right. But the only reason for that is because the first to yell is the one who outlines the proposition. In
Well,
other words, Lester, if you had thought of what Perky said before he did, you would have said it and yelled it first because Perky wasn't expecting it.
well,
Isn't that true?
I guess so.
Son, it's only when each contestant has an equal opportunity that a contest can be considered fair.
Father's right, Lester. I never did think that yelling first business was so good. Let's the three of us draw straws to see which two gets to go to Omaha tomorrow, huh? And then the two who get to go to Omaha can draw to see which one has to carry the lawnmowers.
Well, ain't there some other way we can do it? Golly, I'm the unluckiest guy there is that's straw drawn.
Well, I ain't so lucky at it neither, Lester.
I don't think we ought to leave it to luck to see which one of us goes to Omaha. I think we ought to determine who's to go by contest of skill.
Yeah, that's what let's have, a contest of skill. Oh, where's the darts?
Oh, not that kind of contest of skill. I mean a contest of skill that calls for brain work.
Well, darts one calls for brain work, Lester.
How?
Oh, well, you get to worrying if you're going to hit the target, don't you? And you can't worry without using your brain.
Well, the kind of contest of skill I think we should have is, one that calls for intelligence.
Oh, you do, huh?
Now,
Oh, gee whiz.
what kind of contest of skill will we have?
Well, does it make any difference?
Well, it don't make any difference to me.
Well, and the two of us that get to go to Omaha tomorrow will be the two that's first to give Father Flanagan the answer.
Give me the answer to what, Perky?
Yeah, the answer to what?
It's an algebra problem we'll ask Father to give us.
Oh, me.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm awful good at algebra. Sometimes.
Okay, Lester?
Now that I've had a little time to think it over, you know, I don't think Sleepy's idea of darts throwing is bad at all. Oh, boy. Ain't this a swell morning for a drive to town, Perky?
Yeah, I'll say.
Have you boys got enough room up here in front of me?
Oh, sure, Mr. Norton.
Yeah, there's plenty of room. Are you in the lawnmower all right there in the back seat, Sleepy?
Jiminy crickets. You know, you was awful lucky we never set no time limit on figuring out that algebra problem Father Flanagan gave us last night, Lester. 2 hours you had Father waiting for you to finish. And if he didn't have to go back to his office, well, he still would have been waiting for you all night.
Oh, I was almost finished when Father decided he'd call a contest of skill a tie and let the three of us go to town with Mr. Norton.
Yeah, you was almost finished. But it was lucky for you never had the time to finish, because if you was getting nearer and nearer to the wrong answer as time passed.
Do you have trouble with algebra, Lester?
Yeah, we just don't seem made for each other, Mr. Norton.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty hard problem Father gave us, all right. I worked out the problem. When I checked it, I got a different answer. And when I checked that, I got another different answer. I got 5 answers before I stopped checking.
And did you finally find the right answer, Sleepy?
Uh-huh.
By checking some more?
No, I threw darts at the 5 answers I had.
Well, that's a novel way of finding the correct answer to an algebra problem. You threw darts at the 5 answers you had and handed in the one you hit, eh?
Well, not exactly. I never did hit one of the answers. In fact, I never hit the paper, so I just handed in the answer that was closer to the same side of the room where most of the darts was.
Hey, watch the traffic light, Mr. Norton. It's red.
Yes, I see it, Lester. Well, boys, it's just another block or two to the spot where I drop you off.
Gee, many crickets, are we there already?
Yeah, we're that close.
Oh, gee whiz, I'm sure glad of that.
Glad? Well, I thought you liked to ride an automobile, Sleepy.
Well, yeah, I do, but gee whiz, not with lawnmowers on my toes.
Here we are, boys. All right.
Go on, open the door, Lester.
Yeah.
Now, you two had better give Sleepy a lift with that lawnmower.
Yeah, we will, Mr. Norton. Can you open that back door there, Sleepy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Lester, we can close this front door now.
Hey, get your legs out of the way, Sleepy, so that I can drag that lawnmower out of there.
All right.
Yeah, be careful with it, Lester.
I'll be careful, Mr. Norton. There. Okay, Sleepy, come on out.
Oh, say, boys,
Yeah, Mr. Norton?
I just thought of something. The lawnmower that's been here to be sharpened needed a replacement part, and the man told me he'd have some trouble getting it. Of course, it's been here more than a week now, but there's a chance it hasn't arrived yet. I wonder if you'd run in and ask, Perky.
Oh, sure, Mr. Norton. I'll be back in a minute.
Will we bring this lawnmower back to Boys Town if the other one ain't fixed yet, Mr. Norton?
No. That won't be necessary. We can leave it here to be sharpened. The point is, if the other one isn't ready yet, you boys can go on home, and I'll pick it up on my return from Council Bluffs.
No.
Oh, I'd forgotten all about that replacement part. I should have telephoned this morning to find out if the lawnmower was ready. This way, I may have brought you boys on a wild goose chase.
Are we going hunting for gooses?
Oh, don't be silly.
Oh, look, here comes Perky now.
Is it ready, Perky?
No, not yet. But it will be pretty soon.
Why, how soon?
Well, the
Perky?
man says in about an hour and a half. The replacement part just came in this morning, he said. And he's going to fix it in a little while.
Hour and a half, huh?
Shall we wait, Mr. Norton?
You won't mind?
Oh, golly, no. Oh, we can walk around and look in the store windows. The time will go fast.
Yeah, but an hour and a half. That's going to get you back to Boys Town too late for lunch. Hey, I'll tell you what we'll do. Now, who has the money for the bus fare back to Boys Town?
I got it, Mr. Norton.
And the money to pay for the lawnmower you're going to bring back. You have that too, Lester?
No, Perky's got that.
Yeah, I got it, Mr. Norton.
All right, then. Here, Sleepy. You take this money, and then all three of you can be holding some.
Yeah, but what's this for, Mr. Norton?
For your lunch. You can eat in one of the restaurants downtown here.
Gee whiz. Restaurant we're going to eat in.
Now, you'll be careful and not lose that money, Sleepy.
Oh, sure.
Well, I'll be getting on now, boys. You can drop this lawnmower now and pick up the other one as soon as it's ready.
Yeah.
Well, take care of yourselves now. Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Norton.
Thanks for the money. Goodbye.
Well, let's drop off this lawnmower here. Who's going to carry it in the shop? And let's all three of us carry it in. I'll take the handle.
I'll take the middle.
That don't leave much left for you, Sleepy.
No, not much. Only the whole lawnmower. Gee whiz. Look at them pretty pajamas in the window there, huh? See them, fellas? The orange ones with the bright green polka dots, huh?
Golly. Look at them, would you?
You sure are dreadful.
Yeah. Oh, I think pretty.
Well, look like they're made for sleepwalkers so nobody'd bump into them during blackout.
Any sleepwalker that'll wear them pajamas ought to tie himself in bed. Since if he wanders outside in them in a blackout, he's going to be seen from a plane no matter how high it's up.
Hey, golly, look at that, fellas. That clock outside that jewelry store down there. We've been walking around town nearly 2 hours now.
Gee, many crickets, is it that late? Come on, we better go pick up that lawnmower. It should be ready now.
When are we going to eat?
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Well, that restaurant we said we're going to eat in is about a block past the shop where we pick up the lawnmower, and the bus depot's about a block beyond that. So let's do things in order. Pick up the lawnmower, eat, and then get the bus.
Oh, yeah, but who's going to carry this lawnmower? Yeah. Volunteers are scarce, ain't they?
Well, we can all three carry it again.
I'll take the handle.
I'll take the middle.
And I'll take
looks like you take the bottom again, Sleepy.
Oh, no, sir. You guys get to carry the lawnmower with the parts you pick, don't you?
Sure we do.
Oh, and I get to carry the part I pick, and that's the part between the handle and the middle.
Now, wait a minute,
No,
Sleepy.
sir, no.
But if you carry the part between the middle and the handle, well, that'll be the middle, and I pick the middle.
I don't care, Lester.
Now, just a minute, fellas.
Oh,
just
gee.
a minute. Let's not argue about it. Father Flanagan said he didn't think us yelling first get the best business was fair. And I don't think so neither. But here we are doing it again.
Well, we gotta find out who's to carry the lawnmower somehow.
No, we don't neither. Nobody's got to carry it.
What do you mean?
Well, the lawnmower rolls, don't it? Why not let's push it?
Then how are you gonna find out who's to do the pushing?
Listen, here's what we can do. One of us will push it from the shop to where we get it to the restaurant. Another one will push it from the restaurant to the bus depot. And then the third one can push it from where we get off the bus up to the barn.
That last push is uphill. Boys Town sits up pretty high, Brother Lincoln Highway.
Oh, what if it does? Pushing a lawnmower that far ain't gonna hurt nobody.
I'll push it from the restaurant to the bus depot.
And I'll push it uphill to Boys Town.
What?
Gee whiz. What am I saying? Can I take that back?
Oh, sir. You went and said it.
Now
Sleepy.
listen, I thought we was cutting out that yelling first gets the best business. You push it from the shop to the restaurant, Sleepy. Lester, you can push it from the restaurant to the bus depot. And I'll push it up the hill to Boys Town from where we get off the bus.
You will, Perky?
Sure I will.
All right. You're a pretty tough guy, you know that, Perky? Even if you're a little bit crazy. Golly, Perky, what do you suppose is keeping Sleepy in the shop so long? He went in to get that lawnmower almost 10 minutes ago.
Well, maybe the man in there's busy. He should be out pretty soon.
He sure should better be. I begin to starve.
Oh, here he comes now.
Golly, what took you so long, Sleepy?
Oh, the man was on the telephone.
Oh.
If you would have pointed out the lawnmower when I first walked in, I would have been out long ago.
Oh, well, come on now. Let's get to that restaurant and eat.
Yeah.
Many crickets, Sleepy. Don't you think you ought to turn that mower over? It's easier pushing without the blade spinning that way.
Yeah, I know. But I like to hear that click, 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 click.
What are you fellas going to have to eat anyway?
Gosh, I don't know what I want. I'm not so awful hungry.
I'm awful hungry, but I don't know what for.
I think maybe I'll have some stew. I like stew.
I like stew, too. I like pie better.
Now, listen, Sleepy. No eating just pies and sweet stuff. You gotta eat something that's good for you.
Well, pie is good for you, ain't it? Apple pie's a specialty. Was I could eat a whole apple pie, I bet you.
Yeah, I suppose that'd do you some good.
Why, sure. It'd keep the doctor away for over a week. You know the old saying.
Yeah, I know the old saying. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But a bunch of apples all at once, you keep the doctor away, all right. Away from all his other patients.
You think I'd get sick?
You wouldn't get healthy.
Hey, there's the restaurant next door there. I'll go ahead and hold open the outer door for you, Sleepy.
Yeah.
Gee, many crickets, I hope that lawnmower won't be in the way there in the restaurant.
Oh, we can find a place where it won't be in nobody's way, Perky.
Okay, Sleepy. Bring the more around.
All right.
I'll push it right through the little lobby here.
Okay.
Hey, Sleepy.
Huh? You call me, Lester?
Did I call you? For goodness sake, look what you did.
Gee, many crickets, you trimmed all the fuzz off that big doormat from the middle of the bottom clear up the upper right-hand corner.
Gee whiz. Fine looking mat that is now. Hey, Sleepy, what are you doing now?
I'm cutting a V for victory. Gee whiz. Isn't this a pretty restaurant, though,
Yeah, I'll say.
I wonder what they got this bottle of gasoline on the table for.
Oh, that ain't gasoline, Sleepy. That's vinegar.
Vinegar? Oh,
Go on. Look at your menu there, Sleepy.
menu.
Waitress will be back for our order pretty soon.
Yeah.
You can see from where you're sitting, Perky. Is the lawnmower still there by the door?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. It's still there, all right, Lester.
Hey, wait a minute, fellas. Oh, what's this here on the menu? It says entries.
Entries. That's entree, Sleepy. Entree.
Entree. Oh, what is that?
Oh, well, that's French or something, meaning, here's what we got to eat.
Oh, that's funny.
You know what you want yet, Lester?
I think I'm going to have a double-decker sandwich. Bacon and tomato, some apple pie, and some milk.
Well, how about you, Sleepy?
Well, wait a minute. Let me see here now. Oh. I wonder if I should have a bowl of filet mignon.
For goodness sake, Sleepy. That's filet mignon. And it don't come in no bowl.
Why not?
Because it's steak, that's why not.
Steak?
That's what I said, steak.
Oh, gee whiz. How come they got it written in code there?
Oh, that ain't written in code. Filet mignon is French.
Oh. Filet mignon. Gee whiz. I can talk French.
Oh, shut up, will you? Here comes the waitress.
May I take your order now, boys? Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, Lester. You order first.
Well, I guess I'll have this sandwich here, this bacon and tomato double-decker.
5.
No, just one.
I mean sandwich number 5.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sandwich number 5, bacon and tomato double-decker.
And something to drink?
Milk, please. And instead of pie, I guess I'll have some of that chocolate layer cake.
All right. And yours, please?
Let me see now. I'll have a toasted cheese sandwich, please. And, for dessert, I'll have chocolate layer cake, I guess. And a glass of milk to drink.
All right. And yours?
Yeah. Look, I'll have one of these here, I think.
One of what? Oh, you want minestra milanese?
Yeah, what you said. That's what I want, and some milk and some apple pie.
A la mode?
No, apple.
I mean, do you want ice cream on your pie?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Golly, Sleepy. What is that Minister Milanese or whatever it was you ordered there?
I don't know, and I hope it ain't tough-o.
Boy, oh boy, is that cheese sandwich ever gonna taste good?
Golly. I hope that chocolate layer cake's as good as we get out at Boys Town.
Oh, I wonder what I ordered.
Boy, gee, many crickets. Why in the devil didn't you order something you know something about?
Oh, this is more interesting.
Yeah, but it's dangerous, too. How do you know? That waitress may come back with boiled ostrich eggs or something.
Oh, gee whiz, I hope not. I'd much rather have them scrambled up.
Look, here comes the waitress with something.
Yeah.
I'll have the sandwiches in a moment. Here's the minestrone Milanese.
Gee whiz. Look what I got, fellas. Vegetable soup. Oh, gee, huh?
Golly, everything sure tasted swell, didn't it?
Yeah, I'll say. Well, guess we better get going now so we can catch that next bus. Here's Sleepy. Here's the check. You got the money to pay.
Yeah, I got it right here. Uh-oh.
Sleepy.
Hmm?
Oh, me. I'll bet there's nothing in your pocket.
Yes, there is, Lester. That's just the trouble. It's a hole.
Oh, me.
Oh, gee whiz. It's anything like this. Oh, gee whiz, I wish business wasn't so good here at this old restaurant. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Did you ever see so many dishes?
Oh, well, Sleepy. We're pretty near finished now.
Golly, all this work. I don't know why you couldn't be more careful and not lose that money Mr. Norton gave you to pay for our lunch, Sleepy.
Oh, gee whiz, Lester. Gosh, I didn't try to lose the money, did I?
Well, it don't make no difference whether you try to lose it or not. The thing is you did.
Well, I'm awful sorry, Lester.
Yeah, sorry. A lot of good that'll do to prevent me from getting dish-pan hands.
Aw,
Well.
dish-pan hands. What are you talking about, Lester? All you're doing is drying dishes. And not many of them, neither.
What do you mean, not many of them? Bet you I must have dried 1,000 pieces already.
1,000 pieces? You're crazy. Sure, you dried a lot of pieces, all right. But what were they? Little pieces, mostly spoons and butter dishes. You left all the soup plates and all those big dinner plates for me.
Well, I don't see why we should have to do any dish drying and pay our bill. Sleepy's the one who lost some money.
Oh, well, he's doing all the washing, ain't he? Gee, many crickets. Yes, if you was the one who lost the money, you'd want somebody to help you wash the dishes, now wouldn't you?
I wouldn't lose the money.
Oh, quit complaining, will you? A little work won't hurt you none.
No. Oh, gee. There's the last dish. Gee whiz, I was beginning to think we'd never get done.
Well, hurry up and dry that so we can get out of here, huh, Perk?
Oh,
Yeah.
so tired.
Golly. I bet you it's way late in the afternoon already. We should have been back to Boys Town long ago.
Well, now, if we don't have to wait long for a bus, we'll be back pretty soon. There. That's that.
Well, come on, let's go. A man says we could since we finished.
Yeah. You go ahead first, Sleepy. Right out through that door
All
there.
right.
Golly, I just thought of something horrible.
Horrible. Well, what'd you think of, huh?
My turn to push the lawnmower.
Oh, well, you only gotta push it to the bus depot.
Yeah, but... Uh-oh.
Oh. Well, what's the matter, Lester?
If you fellas was beginning to think this is a bad day, you wasn't wrong. Look, the lawnmower's gone.
And that's just the beginning of the troubles of our three heroes in this particular story of life at Boys Town. We'll carry on from this point next week, when we'll be looking for you to follow the adventures of our three typical youngsters, Lester Scott, Perky Johnson, and Sleepy Peters.
Thank you, Father Flanagan, for another interesting story of life at Boys Town. Next week, friends, we'll have the rest of this picture of life at Father Flanagan's Boys Home for you, and we sincerely hope to have you all in our audience once again. Now, Father Flanagan says,
However high may be the cost of victory, continued liberty and freedom make it a bargain. help sustain liberty and freedom for every American by supplying the boys at the front. Buy United States war-saving stamps and bonds. It's the best way to save money, to earn high interest, and to earn victory.
Well, thank you, Father. Friends, the pursuit of happiness is an American right and privilege. But catching up with it isn't always an easy task. Indeed, there are many whose entire lifetime is spent in endless and ever-hopeless pursuit. The great majority of those unfortunates found themselves handicapped by lack of any opportunity for success when circumstances made it impossible for them to construct a solid foundation upon which success must be built. Chief among those who might be classified as most destined to fail are the homeless or abandoned youngsters left alone to battle life's overwhelming army of obstacles, blocking the way to success and happiness, totally unprepared to meet the challenge. It is such youngsters as these Father Flanagan has brought to Boys Town. In the past quarter century, Father Flanagan has rescued thousands of such youngsters from lives of despair and hopelessness, brought them to Boys Town to begin life anew, to forget the heartbreaking and unfortunate past, and accept the opportunity to prepare themselves to earn a future worthwhile. Each of the hundreds of homeless or abandoned lads at Boys Town today, and each of the thousands who've preceded them there, found America's famous city of little men a safe haven in a storm-tossed period of life. At Boys Town, each youngster is given proper food, clothing, and shelter. Proper medical and dental care, is sensibly guided, given religious training, a good education, and training in some trade. And in making all this possible for so many unfortunate boys, Father Flanagan has carried on without the aid of any state, federal, religious, or charitable organization. Today, as always, Boys Town is solely dependent upon voluntary contributions for support. And Americans in every walk of life make these contributions, large and small, so that Boys Town may not only survive, but grow into an ever greater haven for homeless and unfortunate youngsters as the years roll by. Won't you be with us again next week at the same time to hear the second and final chapter of our current story of life at Father Flanagan's boys' home? Father Flanagan, friends, was not present in the studio personally for this program, but his voice was impersonated.
Life at Boys Town. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Boys Town Broadcasting, America's famous city of little men, founded a quarter century ago by the beloved Father E.J. Flanagan in order that homeless, abandoned boys of every race, creed, and color might come together to build themselves a new life in a new world. Father Flanagan is not present in the studio personally for this program, but his voice will be impersonated. So join us now, won't you, as we present another picture of life at Boys Town. But first, a word from Father Flanagan.
Last week, we began a most eventful story of life at Boys Town, wherein the simple plans for a more or less routine day for our three heroes were suddenly turned topsy-turvy by several unexpected and definitely undesired happenings. It all began quite normally, with Lester Scott, Perky Johnson, and Sleepy Peters being driven downtown by Mr. Norton, who was on his way to Council Bluffs. The boys were to take a lawnmower to a shop for sharpening, pick up one that had been there for repair, and return to Boys Town by bus. Because the mower they were to pick up was not yet ready, and because waiting for it would get them back to Boys Town too late for lunch, Mr. Norton gave Sleepy some money so they might have lunch at a restaurant before returning for home. Well, leaving the mower just inside the restaurant door, the boys had their lunch, and then Sleepy discovered he had lost the money Mr. Norton gave him. Lester was very unhappy about it all, especially when learning that they must pay for their lunch by washing and drying dishes. But with enough money, only enough money for bus fare back to Boys Town, the dishwashing and drying had to be done. Well, as we pick up our story today, Perky is just finishing wiping the last dish.
There. That's that.
Well, come on. Let's go. Man said we could since we finished.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sleepy. Right out that door there.
All right.
Golly. I just thought of something horrible.
Oh, what's that?
It's my turn to push the lawnmower.
Oh, well, you only got to push it to the bus station.
Yeah, but... Uh-oh.
What's the matter, Lester?
If you fellas was beginning to think this is a bad day, you wasn't wrong. Look, the lawnmower's gone.
Gee, Minnie Cricket.
Are you sure it's gone, Lester?
Well, look. It ain't just inside that front door there where we left it, is it?
You don't suppose it could have rolled off somewhere, do you?
Not by itself, it didn't. If it did any rolling, you can bet there was somebody back at the handle encouraging it.
Gee, Minnie Cricket, Lester, what are we going to do?
Well, there's the man that owns the restaurant, up there at the cash register. If anybody walked out with that lawnmower, I guess he would have seen him. Come on, we'll go and ask him.
Yeah.
Well, finished with the dishes already, boys?
Uh-huh.
Sorry I had to make you wash and dry 'em, but it's only fair, don't you think?
No, but that's beside the point.
Oh, we're worried, mister.
Worried?
About our lawnmower.
Lawnmower?
Well, when we came in here, we left it right here beside the door, and now it's gone.
Did you see anybody walk out with it, mister?
Now, wait, just wait a minute. You say when you came in here you had a lawnmower with you?
Uh-huh.
A big heavy one that went click, 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 click when you pushed it.
Hey, what are you boys planning to do? Run off with my lawnmower?
Your lawnmower.
That's what I said, yes, my lawnmower.
Oh, gee whiz, mister.
That lawnmower's mine. I had it down at the shop in the next block being sharpened.
But, mister, that
Yeah,
was...
you thought it was somebody else's, huh? Figured I wouldn't know the difference and let you walk off with it if it was here. Why, I ought to... Here, go on, you kids. Get going. Get
But,
going.
mister...
Get going. Get going. Hello? Yes?
Come on, fellas. I guess we better go.
Huh?
I don't know if this fella's trying to
Why,
steal our lawnmower, but
Yeah.
let's get back to Boy Town and tell Father Flanagan.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Hey, wait a minute, you kids. Stay here.
Oh, gee whiz, maybe he's going to have us pinned.
For what? We didn't do nothing.
Quiet, you kids. What was that, Mr. Cole?
Gee whiz.
Yeah, I see. Well, thank you, Mr. Cole. No, tomorrow will be quite all right. Goodbye. Boy, that was a good one. I thought you kids were trying to swipe my lawnmower. You know who that was I was just talking to?
The FBI?
No, that was Mr. Cole.
Oh.
He runs the lawnmower repair shop. From what he tells me, I guess the lawnmower that was here was yours.
Well, sure it
Oh,
was.
what happened? Did Mr. Cole come up here and take it?
No, you see, here's what had me all confused. I had a lawnmower over at Mr. Cole's shop. Yesterday, he told me he thought it'd be finished today, and that as soon as it was, he'd have somebody bring it over to the restaurant here. So when I saw the lawnmower, I was sure it was mine. I never looked at it closely. He just called to tell me that my lawnmower won't be ready until tomorrow.
And you thought we was aiming on getting away with something that wasn't ours.
Well, I'm sorry about that, boys. I apologize.
Well, where's our lawnmower now?
Well, by now, I expect it's under my back porch.
Under your back porch?
Yep. A neighbor of mine was here about 20 minutes ago. Said he was driving on home, so I asked him if he wouldn't take my lawnmower along and leave it under the back porch for me.
Oh, me. Oh, can you get him to bring it back here?
Well, I'm afraid not. There's no way I can get in touch with him. He doesn't have a telephone.
Gee, Minnie Crickets, what are we going to do now?
Oh, I can bring the lawnmower back here in the morning.
Well, golly, we can't wait till morning. We're already way late in bringing it back.
Ain't there no way we can get the lawnmower now, mister?
Well, can't think of any. Unless you boys want to go to my place and pick it up yourselves.
Where is your place?
Oh, just up here on the next street.
Oh, well, that ain't so bad.
About 2 miles west.
Oh,
Gee, Minnie Crickets, 2 miles.
How many feet is that?
too many, way too many.
Well, would you pay our bus fare to go out to get your place and get the lawnmower, mister?
Why, yes. I'd be glad to, boys.
Well.
Only there isn't any bus runs out that way.
Oh, me.
Well, looks like if we want to get the lawnmower, we'll just have to walk out and get it.
Well, here, I'll write my address on a piece of paper for you.
2 miles.
There you are.
Thanks.
It's a big white house. You can't miss it. Sets back off the road about 200 feet.
2 miles ain't enough. We gotta walk part of another one to get to the backyard.
Oh, come on, let's get started. Gee, Minnie Crickets, if anything more happens, it's going to be about midnight before we get back home.
Who's gonna push the lawnmower from the man's house to the bus station?
Well, you was the one who was to push it to the bus station, Lester.
Yeah, but not from there.
Now, let's not argue about who's going to push a lawnmower to the bus station. We can all take turns. First you, Lester, and me, and Sleepy, and then you again.
Well, how come I got to push twice?
Well, it's your turn to push, ain't it?
Oh, me. And I thought I was lucky getting out of having to push some more up the hill where we'd get off the bus yet.
We better get started, fellas.
Yeah, come on, Lester.
Oh, me. And to think, we argued over who was to make this trip to town. More and more I'm getting to understand what is meant by them words.
What words, Lester?
There's no place like home.
There's the number there on the door. This must be the house, all right. Big one, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, where's the back porch?
Well, they usually build its back porches in the front, but there ain't no room on the sides. It's in the back, of course.
Oh, gee whiz, Lester. You don't have to go and get mad.
Who don't have to go and get mad? This lawnmower chasing and extra pushing, as well as that dishwashing and drying business, all of it's your fault, Sleepy. If you didn't go and lose that money Mr. Norton gave us to pay for our lunch, we would have finished eating, paid our bill, got our lawnmower, which would have still been in the restaurant at that time, and got on the bus and off at Boys Town already.
Aw, quit making Sleepy feel worse than he does about losing the money, Lester. Cricket, there's no sense crying over spilled milk.
Well, maybe not. But why'd you have to spill it all over me?
I don't remember spilling any milk.
Oh, quiet.
Well, here's the back porch the lawnmower's supposed to be under. Must be a door around here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Whiz, it'll sure be good to get that lawnmower and finally start for home.
Well, it won't be long now, Sleepy. Uh-oh.
Is it locked?
You saw me try to open it, didn't you?
Oh, gee whiz.
Oh, here, let me try pushing that door open. Oh, me.
Gee, many crickets. Ain't we got the luck, though?
It's one thing after 96 others. Oh, me. Now what do we do?
Oh, wonder if he's got the key hidden around here somewhere. It's under a rock or something.
Well, I ain't going to lift no rocks. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, gee whiz. What'll we do?
Wait a minute. I just happened to think of something.
If it's got anything to do with rock lifting, just happen to forget it, will you?
It ain't got nothing to do with rock lifting.
Well, what is it then?
The man at the restaurant said the lawnmower was brought here by a neighbor, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what he said, Perky. That's what he said.
Well, maybe the neighbor's got the key, or at least knows where the key is.
So what?
So let's find the neighbor and ask him.
Yeah, find a neighbor and ask him. Where you going to find him? All this open land around here. Don't look to me like this fellow that lives here has got any neighbors.
Well, there's a house down there about a half mile. See it?
Well, how can you be sure the fellow who brought out this lawnmower don't live in the other direction?
Because that house there, even if it is half a mile away, is the closest one. I guess if that restaurant man has any neighbors at all, he must live down there.
You want me to walk down there and ask the man if he's got the key?
Oh, golly, Sleepy, would you?
Uh-uh.
Well, what'd you go and ask such a question for?
Well, I was hoping you'd say no.
Oh, me. What a day this is. And it ain't even over yet.
Oh, look, one of us has got to walk that half mile and ask about the key. I guess nobody wants to after just walk 2 miles, and with 2 miles walk back coming up. Oh, well, somebody just has to walk down there and ask about the key.
Well, quit looking at me, will you?
I ain't looking at nobody. Now, what's the best way of finding out which one will go?
One of you two volunteer?
No, Lester.
That's the best way I can think of.
How about drawing lots?
Oh, lots of what
Oh,
now?
I mean straws or something. The one who draws the short one goes to find out about the key.
Oh, golly, Perky. Can't you think of a better way to find out which one of us has to walk all the way to that house down there and back?
Oh, what other ways is there? You want to pitch stones to line or something?
I'll tell you what. There's plenty of stones and big cinders around here. We'll toss at that tree over there.
Yeah, that big broad one over there?
Yeah, okay?
It's okay by me.
Are you two Sleepy?
Uh-huh.
Well, go ahead, Sleepy. You toss first, and then Perky.
Yeah. Well, let's see if there's a nice big cinder around here. Oh, there's one.
Come on, hurry up.
Well, now, just give me a minute to get set and take aim, will you?
Well, for goodness sake, quit aiming so long and throw that cinder.
Well, gee whiz, Lester, I don't want to miss that tree.
You better not.
Why?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The first one to miss goes to find out about the key.
Huh?
Now, wait a minute, Lester. You didn't say them was the rules.
Well, I was taking it for granted you knew the rules.
Oh, I thought we was going to throw at that tree, and the one who was the furthest from hitting it would go to see about the key.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I didn't say that, did I?
You didn't say anything. That's the whole trouble. No wonder you was so eager to throw last.
Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that throwing last would give me a better chance of not having to walk down to that house and back. I was just being polite. That's all. Letting you fellas toss first.
Well, You can be rude if you want and toss ahead of me, Lester. I don't mind.
Me neither.
No, sir. You fellas said it was okay to toss at that tree to see which one of us had to go find out about that key to this door here. And just because you didn't understand the rules, it ain't my fault.
Understand the rules, and we didn't even hear them.
The first one to toss and miss the tree goes. Now, if you fellas don't
All
want
right, Lester, all right. Chiseler.
Who's the
You
chiseler?
are. Here, Sleepy, give me that cinder. I'll toss first.
No, it's all right, Perky. I don't mind losing.
No, give me the cinder. Thanks.
Gee whiz, did you hit it, Perk? Did you hit it, too?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was bending down here picking up another cinder. I wasn't looking.
Well, go ahead, Sleepy. It's your turn.
Boy, do I hope you hit it, Sleepy. And Lester'll have to go.
If I miss, and I bet you I won't even have to toss my stone at that tree.
Chiseler.
Who's the chiseler?
You are. Go ahead, Sleepy.
Yeah.
Hooray! You did it, Sleepy. You did it. You went and hit that tree right smack in the middle.
Well, gee whiz. I was aiming at that tree over there.
Well, then that shouldn't
It
count.
should too count, Lester, and what's more, it does. Now go ahead and toss it to the tree. And remember the rules you made up. First one to miss goes after the key.
Oh, me.
Well, we'll wait here for you, Lester. It just goes to show you how far cheating will get you.
Yeah, and half a mile. One way. Oh, I just ain't never seen it to fail. Everything that happens to me.
Look, Perky. There comes Lester down the driveway now.
Well, it sure is about time. Hurry up, Lester.
I wonder if he had any luck.
That sour look in his face sure don't make it look like he had any. Unless it was bad.
2 miles from the restaurant out here ain't enough. I gotta walk another one. And for what?
Hi, Lester. Did you get to see the man?
Yeah, I gotta see him, all right.
Well, did you get the key to the store?
No.
No.
Gee whiz.
Demony crickets, Lester. When he give you the key?
He ain't got it to gimme.
Well, who has got it?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Nobody's got it, 'cause there ain't no key.
There ain't.
Oh, gee whiz.
You mean there's a slide lock on the inside of the store, huh, Lester?
Nope.
Oh, well, then there's a hook on the inside?
Nope.
Well, demony cricket, there's something holding the door. We pushed and pushed and couldn't get it to open.
Look.
Oh, gee whiz.
Demony cricket, it pulls open.
And I had to walk a whole mile to find that out. Oh, me. I don't know what could make me feel worse.
No, I do, Lester.
Huh? Oh, what could make me feel worse?
Me reminding you that you're first pushing the lawnmower to the bus station.
Oh, me.
Hey, Lester, will you hurry up with that lawnmower? We don't want to miss that next bus.
How can I hurry? I'm weak. Besides, I'm pushing uphill.
What do you mean uphill? The street's perfectly level here.
Well, in my condition, anything that ain't downhill feels like uphill.
We're almost to where we get the bus, Lester. Just another 50 steps or so.
I doubt if I can make it.
Oh, anybody think you was pushing a tank or something?
Yeah, including me.
Say, Lester, maybe Sleepy and me better run on ahead. And if there's a bus coming, we can hold him till you get there.
Well, don't expect me before tomorrow.
Ah, you'll be up the corner before you know it.
Yeah? You need somebody going to carry me there, unconscious?
Oh, cut it out. You ain't that exhausted. Come on, Sleepy, let's run on ahead.
Yeah.
I sure hope we won't have to wait very long for a bus.
Me too. I can hardly wait till we're sitting down on them nice soft seats them buses has got.
Well, here's the corner, Sleepy.
Yeah. Is there a bus coming yet, Perky?
No, don't see any. I guess maybe. Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, what's the matter?
Look at Lester back there, would you? Sitting on the curb.
Well, I guess he must be pretty tired, all right, all that walking and lawnmower pushing he's done.
Oh, it's good exercise. It'll help build him up.
Yeah, looks to me like it's torn him down.
Hey, Lester.
Oh, why don't you just let him sit there a while, huh, Perky?
Oh, but what if our bus should come along? Gee, many triggers. We don't want to have to wait till... Oh,
Huh? What's the
Sleepy.
matter?
Hey, the bus, look, there
Yeah.
it comes now.
Oh, hi.
Lester, quick, come quick, the bus is coming.
Oh, gee whiz, he ain't making a move.
Hey, Lester, can't you hear me?
Come on, Lester.
Well, come on, the bus is coming. Gee, many crickets, what's the matter with that guy? Hey, Lester, Ain't you got the energy to get to the bus?
I ain't got the money to get on it.
What?
Oh, gee whiz. You went and lost that bus fare. Well, there goes them nice soft seats.
Oh, you know, Sleepy. It's just like Lester says. One thing after 96 others. Only it's getting to seem like it's one thing after 196 others.
Listen, I don't know about you two fellas, but I just gotta sit down and rest.
Oh, for goodness sake, Lester. You just rested back there about 100 feet.
Go on. I can't make my feet believe we didn't walk a couple of miles since we last sat down.
Yeah, my feet'd be hard to convince, too, Precky.
Well, okay. We'll sit down and agree us by the highway here for a while more. But not long, remember. Too many crickets. I'll bet you'll be after dark before we get back to Boys Town at the rate we're moving now.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Don't this hard ground feel soft, though?
It sure does.
Golly. I wonder how close we are to Boys Town, anyway.
Well, I don't think we've come more than 4 miles from town. That'd still leave us with about 6 miles further to go.
6 miles? Oh, me, the way my feet feel, I think we was quickly nearing the North Pole.
We'll never get to the North Pole walking west.
Well, the West Pole, then.
I wish somebody'd give us a lift.
Well, ain't much traffic, Sleepy. Well, why the folks trying to save their tires. Most of the few cars that did pass us was filled up.
Yeah.
Bet your Father Flanagan's worried about us, you know it.
Yeah. We should have been back at Boys Town long ago.
Oh, why don't we just wait here at the side of the road for Mr. Norton to come back?
Wait for Mr. Norton to come back. But he's going to be in Council Bluffs for a couple of days.
Well, sure going to take us longer than that to walk them 6 miles, the way I feel.
Well, it's your own fault.
My fault?
Certainly, if you didn't go and lose that bus fare,
I wouldn't have lost the bus fare if it wasn't for Sleepy.
Me?
Yes, you. If you didn't lose the money Mr. Norton gave you to pay the lunch with, we wouldn't have had to wash them dishes at the restaurant. And if we wouldn't have had to wash them dishes, well, that restaurant man wouldn't have seen our lawnmower yet, because we would have been out of the restaurant. And if the restaurant man didn't see the lawnmower, he wouldn't have went and thought it was his and had that neighbor of his bring it home for him.
Huh?
Huh? You think I'm going to say that all over again?
I still don't see what Sleepy losing the lunch money's got to do with you losing a bus fare, Lester.
Well, how do you know we wouldn't have been on the bus and our fare paid if we got out of that restaurant right away?
Yeah, how do you know we wouldn't? You don't know when you lost a bus fare, do you?
No, but I think I had it when we was still in that restaurant.
Yeah, you think you did. And even if you did, I can't see that makes any difference now. The main thing is that you lost a bus fare. It don't matter when.
Hey, look, fellas, here comes a car.
Give him the thumb, Sleepy. Give him the thumb.
Yeah. Gee whiz.
Well, there's another car coming, Sleepy. See it?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm in favor of sitting right here till somebody stops to give us a lift. Even if it takes till New Year's. I couldn't walk another 6 inches.
Oh, gee whiz. He's stopping.
Golly, this is our first lucky break today.
Well, come on, Lester, get out.
Want me to help you push the lawnmower to the car, huh, Perky?
No, I can do that. I'll need some help getting it in the car, though.
Well, come on, let's hurry.
All right, step right in, boys. Come on.
Gee whiz. Thanks a lot, mister. We got a lawnmower with us.
Yeah, I see. It's all right. Just get in the back here. Be careful, and I'll look out for them windows there.
Yeah, we will. Sleepy, you get in the car and sort of pull on the mower handle. Lester and me can lift the heavy end here.
All right.
Grab hold now, Sleepy.
Yeah.
Come on, Lester. Help me lift here.
Oh, mate.
Got it now.
Yeah.
One, lift.
Okay, look out there. Easy now, boys. Easy. Hey, look out.
Up on your side, Lester.
On my finger.
Up.
I can't lift it no higher.
Hey, wait a minute, boys. You got to turn it on the end there. It's too wide to go through that door that way.
Yeah. Swing your wheel over on top, Lester.
I can't.
We'll hold it where you got it now. See if I can't swing this side up on top. There. Now pull.
Hey.
Pull the handle,
Look out there. Hey, don't scratch it now. Take it easy there, boys. Take it easy.
Push, Lester. Just a little more. Little bit more. There.
Oh, boy, am I weak.
It sure was a job.
Well, come on, hurry up, boys. Hop in. I got to be in Omaha in 10 minutes.
Omaha.
Why, yes.
Gee, many crickets, mister. You're going the wrong way.
I am. For great Scott. Must have made the wrong turn coming out of that side road. And I'm awful sorry, boys, but I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to get out.
Gee whiz.
Well, anyway, fellas, nothing else can go wrong. 'Cause everything that could go wrong already did. Golly, Boys Town. I can hardly believe it.
It's a good thing we got that one lift. Even though it was only for 2 or 3 miles. If it wasn't for that, it'd be pitch dark before we got here.
I'll see. It wouldn't surprise me if it was the pitch dark of tomorrow night. Golly, I've never been so tired in all my life.
You must be tired too, Perky. Pushing that lawnmower the last mile or more. You want me to help you push it the rest of the way?
It's okay, Sleepy. I ain't so
boy.
awful tired.
Oh, golly, there's
Oh,
Father
Father
Flanagan.
Flanagan. Many
Oh,
crickets.
gee,
I'll bet
Father.
he's been awful worried about it.
Hi, Father.
Hi, Father.
Oh, gee.
Good heavens, boys. What in the world happened to you?
Oh, golly, Father, it'd be lots less time to tell you what didn't happen to it.
But you left here at 10 o'clock this morning, and here it is beginning to get dark already.
Well, everything sort of went wrong, Father. We thought we'd go in town with Mr. Norton, drop off the one lawnmower, and bring the other one back. We'll be here in no time at all.
Yes?
Everything sort of went
But
wrong.
boys, you should have realized I'd be worrying about you. Why didn't you telephone?
Well, we never did have the money, Father. At least not when we needed it for anything.
Yeah, we had to wait on the lawnmower to bring back, so Mr. Norton gave us the money to buy lunch with. But Sleepy lost the money, and we had to wash and dry dishes.
Oh, that's too bad, boys. But how many dishes did you have to wash?
Millions.
Oh, it was not, Lester. There was a lot, all right, but that's not what took us so long, Father. You see, we had this lawnmower in the restaurant, and the man there thought it was his. And while we were washing dishes, he had somebody bring it out to his house.
About 9 miles away.
2 miles.
And did you have to go after it?
Yeah. And when we finally got it, after a little
A
trouble...
little trouble.
Well, a whole lot then. Anyway, after we did get it, we walk all the way to where we're going to get the bus. And Lester finds out he hasn't got the bus fare.
Oh, what a shame.
So, we had to walk most all the ways to Boys Town, Father. All except a couple miles.
Oh, we just had all kinds of trouble, Father, but we finally got back here, thank goodness. Sure has been an awful bad day, all right. Awful.
I'm afraid I'll have to make it worse for you, boys.
Huh?
Gee whiz.
What do you mean, Father?
Well, I just happened to notice this lawnmower you brought back here is the one you took this morning to be sharpened.
Oh, me!
Thank you, Father Flanagan, for another interesting story of life at Boys Town. Next week, friends, we'll have another picture of life at Father Flanagan's boys' home for you, and we sincerely hope to have you all in our audience once again. Now, Father Flanagan says,
Now, and as long as it is necessary for us to build war materials, Uncle Sam needs every ounce of scrap rubber and scrap metal. Won't you make a determined search for all scrap, and regardless of the amount, turn it in at your local salvage depot. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. It's putting off victory.
Thank you, Father. The importance of education and training is clearly brought out in looking over the requirements of the armed forces for men who seek specialized service. Yes, and also the importance of moral and physical fitness. All of these, education, training, moral, and physical fitness, all of these and much more are vital necessities to any young man striving to make his own way in the world. To many, education and training are difficult to obtain, and to others, impossible to obtain. There is little hope for the youngster left homeless or abandoned to achieve success in later life, for success cannot be built upon a foundation weakened by the lack of such essential materials as education, religious training, guidance, and trade training. In most cases, such a youngster facing an empty life has all he can do, and sometimes more than he can do, to provide for himself food, clothing, and shelter. A quarter century ago, Father Flanagan, realizing the homeless and abandoned youngster was a lad deprived of every rightful opportunity to grow into a useful citizen, began to devote his attention to the salvation of those lives and to the reconstruction or development required to make those lives worthwhile. And through the years, thousands of boys, once facing lives of despair and hopelessness, have accepted Father Flanagan's helping hand, have gone to Boys Town, and have graduated from there, men of America, willing and able to look after themselves. Today at Boys Town, hundreds of boys are being prepared to face life's battles, are receiving proper food, clothing, and shelter, proper medical and dental care, are being given a good education, physical training, religious training, guidance, and trade training. 25 years gone without the aid of any federal, state, religious, or charitable organization. Today, as always, Boys Town is solely dependent upon voluntary contributions for support. Large and small, these contributions come from Americans in every walk of life, from Americans who wish to see Boys Town not only survive, for homeless and unfortunate youngsters as the years roll by. Won't you be with us again next week at the same time to hear another interesting story of life at Father Flanagan's boys' home? Father Flanagan was not present in the studio personally for this program, but his voice was impersonated.